Well, it is official, ladies and gentlemen. I have made a slight financial, incorrect financial decision I've ever done in my whole entire life. Right, so if you're probably inferring on what this is about for some of you that might have come in and is probably new to all of this, I am going to be streaming. Never mind Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown for being the worst game, because that's the worst game as of recent. Oh shoot, it still needs to download. I am going to stream the worst game that ever existed in mankind since, wait, what year was it? Since 2011. And this is around nearly the same year as to when Driver San Francisco was coming around. But yeah, this is the worst one to ever exist. Never mind Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, ladies and gents. But painfully, it's gonna load. So, I'm gonna be here, but right for the most part, I don't want to hear you eating. I don't want you to hear me eating right now. It might sound disgusting. Even close up on the mic, it's disgusting. That Solar Crown was mentioned. Hold on, let me put my phone sideways so that way I could. Since Solar Crown was mentioned, my bestie pointed out that the current car model of the SL65 AMG Black Edition, to say the least, is awfully inaccurate. Let's see this for myself. Well, while the game installs, I could just look around and see what you mean by this. Okay, so to start it off, that's what the car is supposed to look like. So if I type in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Oh, wait. There we go. Spaced it out. Let's see. What is some of the inaccuracies that are very notable? I'm gonna try to put this in comparison with the this picture. That way we could see some proportions are badly modeled, and his inner fanboy couldn't handle it. No. Okay, here's the better picture. There's the better picture. Oh no. I feel like the seats has some proportions that are wrong. That does not look. It's missing a spoiler. Can't do anything about that. Actually, design's nearly the same thing. The only thing I'm seeing is the seating. That's at least in my vision. Like around here, where the mouse is pointing, your exhaust tips are and diffusers are stretched for beginners. Oh no! Wait a minute. That right there. And really that small? Okay, maybe this one. Maybe this one. There is a seat, I'll say that much. A comparison to the exhaust tips and weird users. Have to wait a minute. Maybe this one? Maybe hold on. It says the thumbnail test drive on the solar crown. It's hard to picture it because of how bad resolution is. Also using the YouTube screenshot rule. But that's further proof they reused assets. Oh, this was a reused. These are reused assets from the game. That's mildly disappointing. If they were reusing assets, I'm pretty certain that Atari would have and Eden Games would have done a lot more better than let's see. Nakan, where does it come from? Okay, so Nakan comes from France, and supposedly they're one of the devs of the Test Drive Limited Solar Crown. Unless it's just a publisher, and that's just about it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, They're behind the publishing of the game, but then the development, Kyla. So let's see. They require two newbie ass French studios, like two French goofballs, to make this game that actually was successful. I would say, for the most part, it's successful underneath the ownership of Atari, and I'm pretty certain Atari is American. I could be wrong. Atari is. Hmm. Yeah, it's American. Of course, it was owned by a French company, Atari SA, known as Info Games. But for the most part, it started off as an American studio. And Atari and Eden Games knew what they were doing when they were making Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. I don't understand how Nikon and well, I'm not too sure what history Nikon has in regards to making video games or publishing them, to say the least. But Kylie says that they were started in 2006, and I don't understand how the fuck they fucked up this game so badly. I just don't get how. It honestly makes absolutely no sense. If they started in 2006 and they were making a bunch of rally racing games and all that stuff, then how exactly, aside the fact that you delayed the game for at least a few years and that you were, well, I should say the fact that you just delayed the game for quite plenty of time, how do you end up fucking the game? How do you mess this up so badly is beyond me. And I was kind of interested inside this for Test Drive Limited Solar Crown. At one point, it was like a long time ago when I was hearing about the game. And it was interesting that it was going to be a one by one scale map of Hong Kong, yes. It was going to have a lot of cars, sure, yeah. And it was going to have some racing. Yeah, that sounds nice enough. But the fact of it is that essentially it was going to be online only, and I had to dig around inside of the Steam community page to figure that out. I was like, no, no, online only. Fuck it. I'm just delisting this from the wish list. And ever since it was like maybe like a year or so ago that or maybe it was just like a few months. But I don't remember. I do know that I delisted the game because I'm not gonna play a game that requires me to play online just for the sake because because just for the sake that people will probably say, "Oh, online is meant to exist because it's revolutionary." Brother, you could legit just play a Need for Speed World when the servers were up back then and still being run by EA. The game was for free. Like, if you're gonna make an online only racing game that's gonna be good, take Need for Speed Worlds as an example. That's what it really. That's how. That's it's just simple as that. KXR is on site for me. Will upgrade my PC if it means TXR. What is that? Oh yeah, Tokyo Extreme Racer. So about the game, I do want to say that I have an interest into the game, despite the fact that I'm pretty new to the series all alone. The only when I say it like this, I did play a highway racing game that takes place in Japan, but it wasn't Tokyo Extreme Racer. If you may have not noticed, some you may have not noticed this game named Fast and Furious for the PS2, Tokyo Drift, and it was by Namco. I played that game, and for the most part, the racing inside of that game was mainly like for linear, it was highway racing. There was no going down the freeway, no going to explore the whole entire city from there on in, nothing like that. Drifting, you got the mountainsides, but then for the straightaway racing, you mainly just drive in the freeway, the highway. I do want to see about trying this game out. Which, of course, I'll say the least, it'll be my first time that I've ever played Tokyo Extreme Racer if it comes to next year when the game releases. And of course, it's made by a veteran studio that made racing games before, especially for the PS2 when they were focusing on the Tokyo Extreme Racer. But that wasn't the Tokyo Extreme Racer was not the game series that I know this Genki by. The one unusual racing game you probably haven't heard of this before was from the Nintendo 64 named Multi Racing Championship. That's when I knew that's when I knew Genki. Of course, I only knew that because my parents had a Nintendo 64 at the time. For the most part, it would either be the Multi Racing Championship or the Mario Kart 64 on the Nintendo 64. Divorce leads children to the worst places, Empire and Flatout 3, Chaos and Destruction. Honestly, this is the best meme. This one's the best one to ever exist. 10 out of 10. To whoever made this one. Whoever made this meme. That's an instant 10 out of 10. Yeah, no, it's bad enough that I set my eyes onto this game. Especially considering that at one point when I was younger, I was looking for a Flatout game to buy. It was either the first one or the second one, but then I saw this one, and I was like, whoa, what's this? What's with all the. And then I checked it out and I saw it was just negatively reviewed. I was like, how? But then I had to learn how after I watched Rare's video in regards to Flatout 3, how it was made bad in the first place. And one of the few interesting things about this is specifically where the two guys have said, well, one of the two guys did say that the game is essentially a bundle of six shitty racing games that are made specifically for the Wii by Team 6. I'm not even surprised that anyone who played racing games figured out that the Team 6 racing games were bad at the time. Then again, the Wii was targeted for our younger audiences, so I don't really think that was I don't really think that was the main concern at the time being. But nowadays, it's a concern, and the fact that they published the game onto the Team Six published Flatout 3 on PC, man, did they seriously get an ass whooping. That's being said by everyone who played Flatout. Flatouts 1 and 2. Serious whooping. It's realistically very harsh. Oh, and Flatout Ultimate Carnage. I didn't forget about that game. Whoa, what the hell is this? Ugh. Oh, well, that just happened. It was unnecessarily supposed to happen. That was unnecessary, but it just happened either way. I wish Strategy First was more courteous towards their customers and just do the special promotion even further to this game and make this game a fucking dollar instead of $2. I mean, seriously. That's as much as I imagine this is very well. I'm turning that down all the way. It's gonna be shitty music. Shitty music galore around here. Let's see. Video presets. Advanced video options. Oh, yes, I don't really care what you think. Low, low. Normal. Holy shit, that affects the actual visuals. So I'm gonna see this in like what, 16-bit, 8-bit? I don't think shadow resolution's gonna matter, so fuck it. User defined and everything's all set. Let's see. Race, it's just your average everyday racing. Challenge is all these dumb fuckeries all just put together, which doesn't even make the game any special. Splat out, I'm pretty certain it's broken as fuck. Try not to suffer this much time, I mean. I'm gonna do it both tonight and tomorrow. That much I'll say before I end up saying, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go back to Flatout 2 and just instantly regret playing this." Let's start off with race. Detroit suburbs, so basically... Let's see. Grinder. I suppose this is a car that appeared in Flatout Ultimate Carnage. If that's to be the case, then it does a lot more better sitting in Flatout Ultimate Carnage than returning into this fuckfest. Pink Flamingo, the Cyclone, Torpedo, yeah. That's supposed to be Camaro, the Bullets, Mustang, Rattler. That's not even. That is not even. That's a zombie apocalypse car. Except the fact is that you're just sitting idle. The zombies are gonna get you either way, right there, because the car is open. That is extremely unsafe. I wouldn't even want to touch it. Nabareth. I assume this is like an Audi. Bad Boy. So what? This is supposed to be like a BMW mixed with a Cadillac? Okay, it's just those shitty cars. Oh, hey, look. They mix a Zenvo with a fucking lousy ass Lancer. And I could imagine what Lancer who would even drive this car. I could already picture it. I could already picture one person that I piss off so badly. Cause look at that. That's the front of that's a front of a Lancer. Or I should just say the Evo 9. Dragonfly Arcade, so this is supposed to be the Mercedes McLaren. Except it's a shitty version. The actual one looks better. Especially if I'm racing against Bull instead of Need for Speed Most Wanted 05. Scimitar. I assume this is a Weigert. I'm only saying that because I played the Gran Turismo 2 on the PS2. Like I have the actual game, which is backwards compatible. Except this one looks ugly. This one looks flat out ugly. I'm not even punning. I shit you not when I say that. Okay, so there's different tune types. Default, Destroyer, so I'm guessing that's supposed to crush cars. Insane, that's to make you suffer like crazy. And Default, which means nothing special, just your everyday car. I mean, I'll put it into low. Everything is going low. Oh wow. When you put foliage off, take off the whole entire grass. Alright, let's do it. Because if we're talking about an apocalyptic game, well, this is coming from me. You see little to no grass. I don't know why the devs decided to put a lot of grass inside this game. It's fucking stupid. I'm already at the first few minutes. And already I regret playing this. Alright, let's get this over with. Just in case. That's a forgettable guy. Supposed to be fan service for pedophiles, I guess. For this woman. Barbara Homer Deluxe, as Rara said, some sort of Capcom titled character store-esque thing. Katie boxing sale. She's better off in Need for Speed as one of the flag girls instead of racing in the actual race. Bob Slayer, arrest this guy. Arrest this fucker. Send him back. This is like send him back to prison, or send him to a mental hospital. That's what the guy looks like right there. Why the fuck is there? This is another set of fan service, except it's a police officer. Fire whoever runs the police department in the Flatout 3 universe needs to fire her ass. I don't know anything as to where this guy comes from. Oh, but he has a bad liver. I'm not surprised he hasn't even passed out. I'm not even surprised he's not dead yet. I don't know who the fuck that is supposed to be. Zen Benson. Never, no thanks. I'm fine with watching the Fast and Furious movie franchise, despite the fact it doesn't make any sense anymore. Um. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be Harley Quinn, except she didn't make the fucking cut. Over Bowl. Supposed to be one of those stunt. It's supposed to be based on one of those stunt film guys. Sadly, though, this guy, I don't know why. I don't know how a rich man like this guy could even survive. Pete Sampson. Don't know who that's supposed to resemble. Sario the mechanic. Da 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 da. Dude, why would they even bother with a Mario related character? They even did the jump. Yeah, they haven't even bothered naming this guy. It's just a standard driver. I could. I mean, if I was playing Forza Horizon 4 on seeing if this thing is on. I do apologize. I accidentally disconnected the microphone. If I was playing Forza Horizon 4, I would probably enjoy my avatar more better than this one. I mean, out of the rest, this guy's just decent. He at least looks like a professional that is ready, that knows what he's gonna do. Eric Speed. Yo, chat. This is where DGX Extreme got the main character's name. Or the Midnight Shit Club thing. Oh, that's amazing. Hold on, my fucking audio's dead for this game. Just because I unplugged my headset. Dude, that is the most lousiest thing that could ever happen. As I say, I'm probably going to suffer both tonight and tomorrow. And the thing is that I'm... Well, I shouldn't even say the rest, but... Yeah, I'm just going to suffer through with all of this. Where was I? Yeah, no, this guy's decent. Eric Speed comes from the shitty Midnight Shit Club 5 fan fiction. Might as well just become a stripper. This girl. Um, yeah, she would be just rejected from having a date. She fakes her intelligence, so she's a false CIA agent. I'm not surprised she hasn't been arrested yet. Reverse that name and you'll get Ronnie Nellis. And let's be real, nobody fucking cares about Ronnie Nellis. He's just the dumbest He's like, on the reels, he thinks it's wise enough to go against the community for saying how bad this game is. Like, honestly, it's dumb. If people ended up making negative reviews and criticize this game, they're doing it for a reason. They're wanting they're wanting the devs to improve, but instead of improving, Ronnie Nellis is just defecating on the community and all that to save face. Instead of admitting the game is bad but could improve. 34 rupias, a shittier version of 50 Cent. I'd rather listen to 50 Cent more better. And this is supposed to refer to Christmas, to the release of the game, which Whatever. Not like it matters. At the end of the day, despite the fact that it's released for the public on Christmas, nobody's ever playing it. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this over with. Let's suffer, because that's all I do. Detroit suburbs, so I got no idea how I'm supposed to play this game. Okay. Camera shake much? What is that car weight? It's like I'm moving a tank. If I'm moving a tank, I could be doing this on War Thunder. Okay, that didn't do anything special. And the damage calculation is just busted. So apparently when I crash into someone, when I crash into these parked cars, I ended up getting some damage. I guess it makes sense if I was playing Flatout 2, but I don't damage that badly if I was playing Flatout 2. Give me a break. What is the red thing supposed to do anyways? Yeah, sure, damage my car all you like. That's all this game's ever good for, because the damage calculation system, the damage calculation system is completely ruined. It's completely useless at this point. Oh, this is bad. I mean, I'm getting through this real well, but that doesn't dismiss the fact that I still fucking hate how this game is because of how... Like, the game is busted. The game is busted in multiple ways that not even a toddler would be able to tell the difference. Actually, no, I should have said that differently. That a toddler will be able to tell a difference. Let's see, what's in the extras? That looks like it exists. That looked like it existed. This corner down here? The little white lines and the red circle on the very bottom looks like, I don't know, this is just a dumb, I suppose it's supposed to be like a stunt thing, but yet it's more worse than Flatout. It's just the stunt system. Like, in order for you to, I've seen Rare's video, in order for you to actually be able to stunt, you gotta crash into that wall. I'm quite surprised they allowed ragdolls to go flying like that when you do stunts. When you crash out in a standard race, it doesn't even happen. And I suppose this is a mixture of a Cadillac and a Dodge. And I don't know what this is supposed to be a combination of. But I don't think it matters because this game is absolutely garbage. Nobody's ever playing it. Whoever's positive has a serious problem. Like, they do not understand how racing games actually... And that's the cover art for the Wii version. Whoever says that this game is actually good has a serious mental issue. I'm not even going to say it differently. I'm going to state it out as I said right now. They have a mental problem. Mentality. And for the most part, between all of these vehicles, the only one that has a difference between speed and acceleration is this car. And what else? This car between all these three. And then this, well, actually, no, not that one. And the same goes for that. But those two classes, this car has a difference between all of these ones for when you start off. And the same applies for this one between all of these ones. That does not make any sense. 2021 settings, what? No, I'm not going to play the 2021 settings. I'm pretty certain that it's so bad. They start using nitrous. What the fuck is that? What am I doing? Why am I not able to drive my car when I respawn? What the fuck is happening? Whoa, okay, that was... I don't understand this. Jesus, man. I even slid. I was trying to turn and get into the sewer pipe. Oh, this is like roller. This is like ice skating. Except that I'm doing it without any ice skating shoes. It's so bad. And hey, Steam community for this game, and you say this game is actually good, please reconsider. Please reconsider. I cannot understand how painful this is. The hands aren't even on the wheel. And the steering wheel's not even moving inside the car. And the sound file, this is not even a jet-powered sounding car. You basically just took a V8, you took a... What is that even supposed to do? I don't get it. There's nothing, none of this ever makes sense in this game anymore. Like, that's just about it. Everything about this game makes absolutely no sense. Some of the stuff may seem to be the same for the other Flatout games, the first one and the second one, but at least it functions more better than this. Like, all I'm seeing is that I'm about to drift, and that's all it is. If that even mattered, I might as well just play Car X Drift Racing online. Because at least I could enjoy the drifting there instead of this. It's so bad. And I'm not even going to be able to get the Steam refund after all of this, which means I wasted... I mean, I didn't even waste 20 bucks. I only spent $2. It still would have made sense if it was like $1 for the Steam sale. That's just... Yeah, no, I'm not doing that race. It's so fucking dumb. I mean, I didn't even waste... Let's see, what's the next one we could do? Oh, hey, look! I got an idea. We could play Battle Arena and see how exactly that is gonna go. What could possibly go fucking wrong? Oh, but watch. You guys are gonna find out for certain. And you know, there is this one method I learned of that I am actually gonna do in order to actually win this. It's pretty simple. Watch very closely. I'm gonna take off the headset and eat real quick while I'm demonstrating what I've learned. Watch. For the most part, every AI seems to target you. But this little trick that I've learned, the only way to beat Demolition's Derby or Big Battle inside of the game is not to play. In other words, you don't touch anything, you just let your car let them pile you on top of them, and you'll end up getting a lot of points. And supposedly, you basically are just earning free points. Hold on, I'm thinking. Let me put it into the actual game capture and change it. So I think that's what makes it. You just sit still and you just end up earning the points over time. You don't even have to play anything. You let your opponents wreck themselves or below whatever you want to do. But the damage calculation is so fun. Not even a math teacher, not even a math teacher would be able to figure out how the fuck this is even possible. I mean, of course, also a video game, so it varies differently. Not being targeted just yet, because they're still fighting against each other. Like, this is simple. I could just sit here, eat, and watch whatever is happening right now. And the fact is, they don't have a special timer where you gotta go as to how you're supposed to play the game. Okay, the stream's a little bit off. There we go. Like, there's no timer. You don't know in the previous Flatout games, how in the previous stream or two, that the Demolition Derby, there is a specific timer where if you don't make contact with anyone for a while, you end up getting eliminated. And same applies for the 5. They last for 44 seconds. This, I don't have to worry about that. All I need to worry about is the AI piling on top of me and just wrecking themselves. It could either happen here, it could either happen in a big battle, how much you could say. And the funny thing is, it's taking forever for the AI to actually be able to hit each other. Like, you could go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong with this, but after learning this technique from Rare, where you don't touch any of the keybinds to drive your car around and smash into other players, you just basically sit still inside of this position, wherever you may be inside this game, and let the AI end up wrecking themselves in front of you, on top of you, on the bottom of you. Because apparently, sitting still does the most damage towards an AI. You could do this whenever you're eating, whenever you're going to the restroom, whenever you're trying to take out the trash, whenever you're trying to mow the lawn, or whatever may lies to be the case. You put the game on, you just let the whole entire AI do what they're doing, and this ends up to be the case. Though for the most part, they seem to not be they appear to not acknowledge that right here. Even so, it's taken a very long while. This game's just a total joke. But hey, I spend $2. That's as cheap as it could be. Still, if Strategy First was even more considerable, make it $1 next time. No way I want to. Like, if I was to recommend this game to any of my friends, I would not recommend it full price. I recommended that you put it on sale for like $1, because $2, that's still asking quite plenty for a shitty game like this. That is, of course, being set on the special sales. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna reheat my food. Make another sandwich. I set my food up to reheat for a minute. Let's see what's gonna happen. Are they gonna actually hit each other, or is my food gonna be done by the time they actually do this? Because like, see in the mini map, they're just driving in circles. Okay, one of them hit the other. The demolition derby inside this game is a joke. How are they that bad? This game's an ultimate. Oh, for Pete's sakes! It's gone up for 12 minutes. This AI play is ultimately bad. I'm not even surprised that they haven't even targeted me yet. Even like compare this to Flatout 2, at least in Flatout 2 and Flatout 1, they don't only target the other NPCs, but they also target against the players too at some point. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta feed my cats. I fed the cats and these AI, man. They're still driving in circles. I'm gonna be quite honest. When you say about suffering, I'm suffering in the most funniest way possible because of how flat out this AI is. They're so bad. Whoever said that this game has been finally finished, because whoever said that this game was perfect the way it is like this, all they need to be fired for this shit. They needed to be fired a long time ago. For the most part, I do think it's Ronnie Nellis, so even if he was the CEO, he should have been fired regardless. Like, all I'm doing is just chilling, eating. That's all it is. Until this AI actually do something. Taking forever to finish up this round of Demolition Derby. Like, honestly, I am suffering in the most funniest way possible. Not just because of how badly made this game is, but also, well, yeah, for the most part, but also how bad the AI actually are inside of this game. It's. I wanna laugh. I mean, it's hard for me to laugh, but I wanna laugh. Well, one thing I could say is good news, everyone. No 20 bucks was harmed in the making of this live stream. Just $2, and that's just about it. Finally, we got an elimination. It took 17 fucking minutes for this to finish. What is he doing? What is he doing? I have to move. How can you not see me? I am right here. Why are you driving in circles? What? He's driving in a fucking circle. What is this? There, are you fucking happy now? Like, honestly, what the hell is this? Holy crap, the AI is so fucking retarded. Like, I can't even stand this computer player. I can't even stand how this is. I don't fucking care if I got second place. All I know is that this is just a pure joke. This is the worst demolition derby I've ever seen. Play that shit back on Wreckfest, and I'm pretty certain we could have a good time. What about Big Battle? Pretty certain it's gonna be the same way. And for the sake of me, I am gonna go with this car with the default settings too. Here we go. Let's see how bad this is gonna be. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna sit down, idle by, and just let the whole entire shit show go on. And my car is bouncing. I noticed that much. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Joke. Even if I got destroyed completely. Let's try it on an ice lake. I think it would be a lot more better if we did it there. Watch, I'm not gonna do anything still, and they're gonna still crash. They're still gonna cause a lot of chaos upon themselves. Big battles, I don't think it works out too well. But when you're playing this, it does work at some certain point. Like, all you really need is the strongest car, and you don't touch anything, then everything should be good. Because let the AI do the damage on themselves for you. It's because I have the build, that's why. Still better finish eating up the sandwich. Just Dutch things. Just Dutch things when you are working with a shitty set of people. Nightmare. Oh my fucking goodness. That's hell. Why in the world does hell even exist inside of this game? What the actual... It's too many F-bombs. Let's not do that. Let's see. Press the eject key to eject. So what is the eject key? What exactly am I supposed... And that's the... I don't get this. My shift is the eject key? Are you kidding me, man? What is this level design, man? Honestly, if you ask an old grandpa to design a level in regards to a racing game, they would have done a lot more better than a bunch of fucking stupid-ass Dutch people. Yes, I'm referring that to Team 6 Game Studios. Why? Because fuck Team 6. I mean, essentially, this game leads up to the awe-inspiring inspiration of well, you know, Super Street the game. Except it's less crashing and destroying your car, more racing with body kit with customization. Honestly, the customization is all that the game's good for. Talking about gameplay values, if you're talking about racing, the physics, the mechanics, and all that kind of stuff, ask me that question, and my straightforward answer for the games that I enjoy, would be Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon 3 and 4, to say the least. Because at least I don't only have to enjoy that, but also the gameplay, physics, and mechanics too. This stunt system sucks. This map is a fucking failure. Let's see, monster trucks. Could I play Monster Jam Urban Assault on PC instead of this game? Because I've already suffered too much. That's exactly what I would say. But since we're just here, might as well. And it's a much bigger monster truck than mine is. And I got an arrow on top of my head. So what exactly am I supposed to do? Boing! On top of my truck! Yeah, this camera view is a lot more better. I don't want to see some stupid arrow on top of my truck. The trucks are the arrows anyways, so it wouldn't even matter if you're just putting an arrow on top of my truck. How the damage system inside this game works is what I don't understand either. How did my brain not shut down yet? Like, that's the only question I have to... And this is based off the Left 4 Dead 2 Jimmy Gibbs Jr. car. The skin. What the fuck? Actually, I think Left 4 Dead 2 came out afterwards. In like 2000... Maybe I'm wrong. It's just that this looks similar to the Jimmy Gibbs Jr. car in the Left 4 Dead. What the actual fuck? Are you saying that I cannot go up? Okay, never mind. This game is stupid. It's decrepit, it's dumb, it's perfect. It's a perfect game for where I say you really need to go to a fucking mental hospital at the end of the day. There is no way that you could ever say that you enjoy a modernly decrepit racing game like this. I guess spectating works for somehow. It's either I suffer within the lifespan of it being funny, or for the most part, I'm just gonna have a crummy fucking mood in regards to whatever. And this game's no exception. It's garbage. Whoever positively reviewed that, please, for the life of me, those who positively reviewed this game, please go to a mental hospital. That's all I'm asking for you to do. Seek help. Get some help. That's it. Okay? Because there is no way you could say this game's actually really good with all of these problems. There is zero. There is. They don't even punish me for that. Every other racing game punishes me for cheating by going through the sand. This game is not. I could easily just cheat this game without even having to take a turn that is like that. It amazes me how bad this game is. Now look at that, they're taking a pit stop. They're taking the pits just to race. Watch this. I'm gonna pull what's called a pro gamer move. And do this because we cheat in the system. That's how we do it. We cheat the system. Except for the fact that these cars are fragile as fuck. So they had an option for miles per hour. That would slightly be an improvement. Because I don't play in kilometers per hour, sadly. Please don't get mad at me that I don't play in kilometers per hour, okay? When it comes to racing games. body 2000 or 200 or whatever. Hmm. Hold on, hold on, I'm going back into the game. I closed it up because I disconnected my headphones again. Alright, we're playing zombies. Where was it? Flatout. Okay, so we got the Bone Cracker, Rattler, Snaga GT3, Barbaroo Z, Favenzo V12, Erky. Don't know what that is supposed to say. Almero GT, Stileco, the Thunder Supreme, Grinder, Vorpala GT, Dos Supremos, and Alarma. And I'm gonna take the the Bone Cracker. And I wonder how bad this is gonna be. Let's find out, chat. How bad do you think this game's gonna? Let's find out how bad Flatout going to be. Well, fuck! It crashed my game. Maybe it's a one-time thing. Let's find out. Maybe it was a one-time thing. Nope, it doesn't want to work. I guess it depends on how you play the game that it there are some things that work and some other things that don't work. And fucking Splatout is the one thing that won't work for me. Replay, I guess if you're doing monster trucks. Let's see. Night shift. This is supposed to be racing at night. If that actually mattered, just give me fucking Need for Speed, please. Just please throw me into Need for Speed, because I know for certain it will do a lot more better than this garbage. I have one purpose in life: to suffer with the very being as to the existence of this game. So this is gonna be bad. Night shift. If I, like I said, if it mattered, I would have played Need for Speed. Oh, look at that. It's night, it's rainy. I assume there's going to be heavy amounts of hydroplaning. But then again, it don't... Okay, that is stupid. That car just flipped over on its side and... My car is sliding. I can't grip for shit. Okay, yeah. That AI driver doesn't know how to drive that well. And yet I'm not doing any better because of how slippery these roads are. Like, look at this. It feels slow. It feels like I haven't even gotten any tire. Like, either I ran out, my tires are flat, or I'm hydroplaning like crazy, or I'm just driving in the middle of an ice rink. I know for certain it's neither of one of those. It's how very fucking poorly built this game is. Oh, goodness gracious. I think, well, if anything, I'm gonna need therapy for this. Because I know for certain at the end of the day, after tomorrow and after tonight, that I have played the worst racing game to ever exist on Steam. And experiencing it as to why it is the worst racing game. To be honest, this is kind of like more of a mobile game if you think of it. I don't know why Team 6 couldn't just bother putting this on App Store for mobile devices like iPads, iPods, iPhones, or maybe some of the Android phones too. Kind of makes a lot more sense than just putting it on a PC for $20 fucking, man. Let this game for at least like 99 cents or put it for free because that's as much as it should be. Have it on the App Store and you could buy it for cheap. And then figure out eventually as to how bad of a game it is. I wouldn't even be surprised that strategy first comes back to this game and decides to do that. Or better yet, they should have just made this for the Wii. Because that's as much as it should go up to. Oh, look at that. The rain effects are still going on when I'm inside of the menu. Gee willikers. Does that make it so realistic? Despite the fact that it's not fucking raining right now inside of the main menu. I guess I should just take this Ferrari Pagani rip-off ass car because let's admit it, I like the Zonda and the Enzo's good. Oh, what the fuck? This is the exact same racetrack that I played, only that I can't see shit because of how the smoke is inside this game. Whoever implemented this as an idea, you should have just left it as a drawing board idea rather than bringing it to life. Just saying. This is just being said from a Flatout fan. This is just being said from someone who enjoys Flatout that is from America. And the game crashed. I was restarting it and the game crashed. Wait, how long did I even waste my time on this game? 71 minutes. Well, guess what, chat? That refund's going bye-bye now. But it doesn't matter, because I spent this... What the hell? But it doesn't matter, because I've spent at least $2. It's filthy cheap. Actually, that should just be the base price of the game altogether. Either it comes out $2 or $1, and you don't have to buy it for, like, an insane amount of money. Like 20 bucks. You're asking for you're basically you're just basically pulling my leg to think that I'm gonna buy this for 20 bucks. Give me a break. I'd rather play the worst racing game that ever existed on Steam for one quarter. I'm that cheap when it comes to shitty racing games. Okay, it doesn't tell you where exactly you're supposed to go. Yo, Team Zebra, let's go! The mirrors aren't even put in together properly. Fuck off. Look at that, I easily won this challenge. Let's do this then. This challenge series. I want to see what's challenging about this. Oh, I'm driving a sports car. Whoop-de-doo, I could be driving a much better sports car. I could be driving a sports car more better in Flatout 2 instead of this. Oh cool, they have a horn feature. And you can turn on the lights too. Not like anyone ever gives a... Not like it fucking matters. Honestly, as I say, it's better off that you just buy this game when it's like $1 cheap. It is not worth, and I repeat, not worth $20. It's not even worth 10. Never mind 5. It's worth 1 lousy buck. The devs could easily put that as the special promotion price for this game, much like how the devs of The Crew are able to do that for every single platform. But by the end of tomorrow, after I'm done with some stuff outside the house, I'm just gonna make a review. And this is how bad this game is. Wait, who am I even playing as anyways? Is there a way to look? Nope, there is no way to look at your controls while you're like that. Imagine you gotta go to the options to find your control. Yep. Look back. It's my B button. Alright, so there's that. Let's see. Who am I playing inside the challenge series? Hopefully it's not Silent Enor. Lord forbid I... Logically incorrect calculation. The incorrect calculation for the jacket in the stunt series. Where am I going? Chat, I cannot begin to tell you how much pain I happen to be in, how much suffering I'm going through, how much pain I'm enduring. One side says comedic, the other screams agonizing pain. That's how bad this game is. Like, if you're looking forward to buying a Flatout game, please go play Flatout 2. Go play the first Flatout, or Ultimate Carnage, whatever lies in the case. Don't waste your money on this. That's all I just ask you. Please don't waste your money on this. I mean, like, yeah, sure, there's a lot of people that say out there that you shouldn't, and they're saying it with a reason. And I'm saying it too. The gameplay physics and mechanics are that bad, as well as the AI being absolutely stupid. The damage calculation is just inaccurate as fuck. Or it's just completely busted to where it doesn't even make any sense. Just everything about this game screams, I'm a bad game, please avoid me. And you gotta understand, you need to take that as a heavy consideration, not a minor one. And don't say that it's not really that bad. No, you see videos like you've seen videos that are about this game. You see this live stream. You need, you just need to heed every single warning you get. It doesn't matter which timeline it is. It could be like 2020. It could be like 2035 or something like that. Regardless of this, regardless of how you see it, don't ever buy this fucking game. It's that bad. The fact that they said that the Team 6 says that they've updated this game here and there, yet it doesn't even feel like they've actually done so. Okay, how? I got underneath the fucking logs! How does that even make any sense? How? That makes absolutely no sense. How exactly does that happen is beyond me. The fuck? And it crashed again. And it fucking crashed again. Yep. Stereotypical garbage ass game by Team 6 Game Studios, ladies and gents. And that is exactly why you want to take into consideration, don't buy the fucking game. Let's hold on a moment. I'm going to try to see if I could get something around here. I'll make a review of it, as I said, tomorrow. But until then, yeah, I'm gonna see about playing a little bit more. Cause I'm mentally built to suffer from a piece of shit. From a clunker. Cause that's how I'm built. I'm meant to suffer from clunky ass games for my entire lifeline. I really need a I really need to go to a therapy. Like I spent all this time and effort to play through a game, and I end up playing the one game that's gonna take your that's gonna further take away your sanity, and it's gonna left a huge piece of rot inside of you, like a scar. It's it's gonna leave a massive scar in your brain saying, I mean, this was the worst video game I've ever played. And right now, for me, I could definitely say that after playing it. Of course, I'm still gonna play a little bit more, but still. But after tomorrow, I'm gonna uninstall this game and pretend it doesn't exist for the rest of my life, despite the fact that it will be in my library. I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't even exist. And the game crashed again. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother for the rest of the night. Well, that's that, I suppose. But yeah, tomorrow will be the last time I play Flatout 3 and then pretend that that game never existed ever again afterwards. So yeah. With that being said, my name is iShadow01 and I will see about how things will work tomorrow stream for this game. Anyways, see ya.